Do you have a restraining order against him?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
Don't lie to me.
It's
you know
been
why? Because
resolved.
I'm going to find out if you do. And if you brought him to court and you have a restraining order against him, I will have it canceled, because that means you're voluntarily in his presence. And what it does is it hurts the next woman who's looking for a real restraining order when they don't take women like you seriously. Get it?
You're an idiot!
My name is Kelly Garrett. I'm suing my former best friend for the balance owed on a car and personal property. I've been there through everything with this girl. I've even been there when her ex-boyfriend beat her up. And this is how she pays me back. She even offered to pay me with drug money and welfare money, but she couldn't even do that.
Cue the defendant.
My name is Jackie Moore. Kelly has had a history of drug use. I think she may be using drugs because she's suing me for something I haven't had the chance to pay on. I'm countersuing her for making me lose my job and apartment.
Kelly Garrett is suing Jackie Moore, her former friend, for the balance due on a car and personal property. The defendant is countersuing her former friend for pain and suffering. Now, Kelly, Jackie, this is a sad story. You're both beautiful young women, young mothers, used to be best of friends, and now you can't stand each other. Now, it seems like you've both been through a lot, and today is all about a silly car. Now, Kelly, you say that the defendant, Jackie, is nothing but drama. You claim that she's always stirring up trouble and going back to a boyfriend who beats her. And, Jackie, you say that Kelly doesn't have the best taste in men either, and you claim that Kelly's son's dad is a gangbanger who deals in drugs, went to jail for a gang-related fight. You also say he once threatened to kill you. Now, are these fine gentlemen here today? Are you the gentleman that they refer to?
He is, but he isn't. He's the one I'm referring to, but he's not the one she's referring to, no.
Okay, all right. So, Kelly, why don't you tell me how this started? You've known each other for a while?
Yes, Your Honor. We've known each other close to 2 years. We met at a bar while I was a manager. We started hanging out a lot, brought our kids around each other. Our kids got along.
True?
True.
All right. And somebody else's godmother here?
Technically, I was supposed to be Ariana, which is her youngest daughter's godmother, before all of this.
All right. So what happens that someone who's going to be the godmother to your child is now a defendant being sued by you?
Well, we've had a past history where she's decided to throw my name into drama and problems in her life and her relationships. Like, she got kicked out of her mother. She called me. I'd help her out. She got kicked out of her aunts. Her sister wouldn't be there for her, so she'd call me. I'd help her out. Her
all right, Jackie, she's helping you out when you have problems?
And I've helped her out also when she's had problems. So
all
it's
right,
like
how have you helped her out?
Well, just like the whole threatening with Eric. I got threatened because one night he had left to go do the drugs that he's still remaining on. She calls me all upset, needing a friend to talk to. I talk to her in text messages. So when Eric comes home, well, he took it upon himself to get in Kelly's phone, read the text messages, and threaten me through Kelly's phone on text messages.
Is that true? Stand up, Eric.
Ideas come from people who have dumb brains.
There was no threatening going on. I just told her to keep my name out of her mouth because she was bad-mouthing me.
How was she bad-mouthing you?
Calling me a worthless father, and I didn't care about my family, and this, that, and the other.
Okay, and how many children do you have?
2.
Both with Kelly. Okay, does he support the children?
He takes care of them while I work, Your Honor.
All right, and why is he a worthless father?
Honestly, Your Honor, I'm just going to be completely honest. I don't even know why he's here today, because this whole car process, she's had a restraining order on him. So he's
not a restraining order?
Yes, I went with her to it.
You claim that he's a gangbanger who deals in drugs?
He's in the LTB gang in LaPorte.
You are?
No.
Kelly has told me numerous times, and she was there at my brother's house that day.
I know a lot of them, but no.
Have you ever been arrested?
Yes, I have.
What have you been arrested for?
Drinking, underage drinking, theft.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
Go right ahead.
Just like when Kelly and I were friends and I babysat Ariana multiple nights while she went to Dart League, her and Eric both, she didn't pick up her daughter from me until 2 o'clock in the morning because he had gotten arrested for gang-related activity.
All right. We'll put an end to that. But what are you here, Eric, for? What are you here to say?
She was supposed to have $600 down for the car. And
who was?
Jackie.
Jackie was supposed to have $600 down for the car.
Yeah.
And where did this conversation take place that you witnessed?
I heard her talking on the phone.
Oh, on the phone?
Yeah.
All right. So you heard her say 600. And if she's on the phone, how do you know what she's saying? How do you know she's not counter-offering for 200? You don't, do you?
No.
Okay. I knew I saw this.
I have a text message
I'm
from
not
her
talking
where
to
she
you.
says
I'm talking
herself
to-
how much she's given me.
Hold on.
Do you understand what's going on here?
Yes.
I'm talking to Eric now.
Oh.
Eric, Latin Touch Boys gang, you've heard of them.
Yes.
All right. Gang-related attack in LaPorte. 18-year-old male victim. 3 men claiming to be members of Latin Touch Boys step out of the vehicle, begin attacking him. Who was arrested? Eric Eaton, charged with battery. You want to still swear to me that you've only been arrested for underage drinking? Thank you. Sit down. Now, why are you here?
He was here the day that.
Hold on. He can tell
I'm
me.
sorry.
Stand up. Your name?
I was Steve Wysocki.
Steve. And what is your relationship to the defendant?
I'm her boyfriend.
You're her boyfriend. Okay. What are you here to say?
I was just there when the cops came and she tried to take her car back.
You were there when the cops came when Kelly tried to get the car back from Jackie.
She wanted 600, then she wanted 500, then she wanted 300.
And what was the agreement?
300.
How do you know that?
No, Your Honor. He
I
doesn't
didn't
know
ask you.
anything.
I'm asking him. How do you know that?
Through them talking on the telephone.
Again, how do you know what she's saying? You don't, do you, Steve? By the way, you been arrested?
Yeah,
Don't lie to me. Right. For what?
a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff. I know. I'm going to let you off. Do you have a restraining order against him?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
Don't lie to me.
It's
You know
been
why? Because
resolved.
I'm going to find out if you do. And if you brought him to court and you have a restraining order against him, I will have it canceled because that means you're voluntarily in his presence. And what it does is it hurts the next woman who's looking for a real restraining order when they don't take women like you seriously. Get it?
Resolved it, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, tell me what year this car is.
The year of the car is a 2000 silver Dodge Neon. It's a 4-door.
Silver Dodge?
Uh-huh. Dodge
Okay.
Neon.
And you're looking to sell it?
I was going to sell it. I purchased a minivan through my father, who's a car dealer.
Okay.
Jackie knew I was going to sell it as soon as I got the van because I called her to see if she still was interested in buying it.
Were you interested in buying
Yes,
it?
I was interested in buying it.
Okay. And what was the discussion regarding the sale of the Silver Dodge?
She had come to me and told me that she needed $600 down payment. And I told her, with me being a single parent, I couldn't give her just straight $600. So she told me to give what I could give her to make Dad happy, because I called him Dad at the time too. I sold my Saturn that I had for $400, gave Kelly the $350 as she signed the bill of
She never
sale.
gave me the $350.
As she signed the bill of
Her
sale.
boyfriend bought a quarter-pound of weed with it, Your Honor.
Her boyfriend bought a quarter pound
Bought
of
a
weed?
quarter-pound of
No,
weed
this
with
one,
the money.
That is
yeah,
not
she
true,
never
Your
brought
Honor.
me the $400.
So the
that
deal
she
went
got.
up in smoke? Is that
Yeah,
what you're saying?
she brought me $110.
Who's got the car?
I do.
Who's got a receipt for how much
I
money?
do.
Oh, you do?
She does
I
not
do.
have a receipt.
I got the bill
not
of
signed
sale.
by me.
How do you know she doesn't
It is
have a
Because
receipt?
I never
by you.
wrote out a receipt, Your Honor. I did
didn't?
not.
Okay. Thank you, Keith. All right. I, Kelly Garrett, have received from Jackie Moore $350 down payment for a 2000 Silver Dodge Neon ES for demonstration purposes. She has been given 72 hours to revoke her deposit or continue with a payment agreement to meet the $2,500 asking price. Signed, Kelly Garrett, owner, Jackie Moore, interested party. Kelly, is this your signature? Show that to the plaintiff, please.
That is my signature.
Thank
Your
you
Honor.
very
That
much.
is the
Now,
only-
where's the car?
In my possession. It's at my house now.
So why are we suing?
We are suing because she never made that $350 down payment,
So
Your
why'd you
Honor.
sign this?
So that she would be able to drive. She has 2 young children. I felt bad for her situation. I put something in writing so she could legally drive on her plates from her old car. The police said she can drive on that along with
The
her
police
old
gave you that
plates
advice.
at up to 60
Let me ask you,
days.
Keith, how long have you been a police officer in Chicago?
22 years.
22 years. Do you think the police would advise a plaintiff that if she got something that indicated she put a deposit on a car, that gives her the legal right to drive it?
No.
Okay. What do you think that someone would need to legally drive a car?
License.
How about title? Where's the title?
I have it, Your Honor.
So give her the title if you want to give her.
Thank you.
She still owes me $2,390.
She owes you $2,390?
Yes, she paid me $110.
Oh, that's where you get it from. Okay, now how much money do you owe her for the car?
It was $2,500 asking price. I gave her the $350, so
She's lying.
I know you think she's lying.
I have it in text messages from her where she says she's never made even the $300.
Where does it say that?
These are all still saved to my cell phone memory.
Okay, well, from defendant, it is what I guess it is, so come and get it.
She's telling me to come get the car because she couldn't satisfy the deposit.
She satisfied the deposit. Legally, it's signed here. And you can't convince me, once it's your signature, that this is something that doesn't have legal significance. The issue is whether or not she has paid you the rest of the money. Now, as far as I'm concerned, what is happening now is you now have these items. Where did they come from?
I was informed that I was going to get sued for the personal items. So I told him
There were personal items in the car?
Yes, she left them in the car.
Why did you let her take the car with that in it?
Because I thought she was my friend. I thought she was going to make good on the deposit. I thought it was going to be fine.
Why
I
did
didn't
you
know
let
she was
her,
going to be exposed as a
why
liar.
did you let her take the car and sign a receipt and admit that you took $350 and let her take the car and then come to this court and say she really didn't give me the money and she shouldn't have the car?
Because she was supposed to be selling her car the next day for at least $400 down. So we put a figure on paper so she could drive the car, because that's what we were to understand she could legally drive with that piece of paper on her old plate.
All right. So who's got a legal right to drive this car right now?
I do, Your Honor. I hold the title.
You have the title? Let's see it. She's got title to the car. You know why she has title to the car? Because you haven't paid for it yet.
And I understand that, and I never told her I wasn't paying. That's why I don't
So you're going to
understand.
pay her?
Right. I don't understand why she's here suing me. I never told her I wasn't going to pay her the ending balance of this car.
All right.
She's the one that come back within 24 hours and tried taking
All
it.
right. Now, you are countersuing her. You're saying you lost your job. What happened?
I gave her the $350 on the 10th of August.
Right.
She called me the next day saying that that wasn't enough and wanted more money. Well, I told her, I said, Kelly, you can give me the $350 back because there's no way I'm going to have extra money to give you and you can come and get the car. Well, on the 11th, when she come to get the car, she had told the officer there that it didn't have insurance, which I wasn't sure of that because she didn't tell me when she let me drive off with the car that the insurance was no good.
This is what matters. When two parties make a decision to put something in writing, then they are bound by it. You can't then say, well, I said this and she said that and this is a little different. You can't do that. You paid her the $300. She has title. Do you want the car?
Yes, I do.
All right, so why'd you lose your job?
Because I had no way back and forth due to
Let
bad
me ask you, is this the only car in Indiana for sale? Why are you getting involved in this?
I don't know.
That's your baby stuff. You're giving it back to her? Give it back to her. Yeah, put it on her side. What's in there?
Tools.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Anything of yours in there, Eric?
Make sure
I'll
nothing's
bet.
missing.
We ought to check that bag. This is what we're going to do. Keith, can you give that to the plaintiff? I'd like you to sign the car over to Jackie Moore. $2,500 minus $350 is $2,150. Your claim for the intentional infliction of emotional distress has no weight with this court. There is nothing that caused you stress for which you can possibly get $2,500. Your counterclaim is dismissed. Now, Kelly, what I'm going to do for you, because you had a contract, I am going to order, based upon this contract, that she is in breach of the contract. She is no longer liable for conversion. As far as I'm concerned, she gave you what was in the car. I am now giving this car to the defendant, and I am ordering the defendant to pay the plaintiff, Kelly Garrett, $2,150. You leave with your money, you've got a car. Is everybody happy?
No.
What do you mean,
We're
no?
missing a lot of his work tools that were in that
Let
car,
him
Your
sue.
Honor.
Verdict for the plaintiff.